first up, we got the main event, Derrick Lewis versus Sergey Spivak. This is actually a fight that we've talked a little bit about before. This is rescheduled for this weekend. Derrick Lewis had to pull out the first time. But honestly, my thoughts on this fight haven't changed too much. I'm still going with Sergey Spivak. I just think, his grappling style matches up real well with Derrick Lewis. In the past, we've seen Derrick Lewis's weakness is grappling, but if you level change, shoot a double leg, there's that risk where he could just knock you out with that uppercut. We've seen him do it with Curtis Blades, probably one of the better grapplers in that division. However, Spivak, he's got really good takedowns from the clinch, from standing. His judo, right? His uchimatas, taitoshis. I think it's pretty low risk to get Derrick Lewis down, and if he does so, it should be an easy night. I'm sure it's easier said than done, but if he gets him down, it's his fight right there. Who do you got?
I agree to disagree. Like everything that you said makes perfect sense. But also, only question here for me is like, where is Derrick Lewis at this moment? Where is his mindset? Like, I think he become like much uh, complete mixed martial artist. Like his cardio is now there. He can go, and he did like couple five round matches. Like if you go, he's like I think 13 KOs, the most in UFC. We shouldn't forget that. But like he's not only KO uh, master, let's say, he's becoming complete. Like we saw like that also in his fight against Taito Iwasa. He managed like to even like start wrestling, take Taito Iwasa twice down. Like he had really solid performance until that moment that he got caught and KO'd. And against Sergey Pavlovich in his last fight, I think also like it was just too fast. I don't know even is it justified stoppage, but let's say he got pretty couple pretty good strikes. It also came that, how to say, like let's say he's becoming more um, complete fighter, and like usually he was waiting. He even tried to go towards Sergey, and he got served by his own medicine. Like nice counter, and then Sergey just blast him like till the end. Like so. That's the only question for me. After two losses, where he's at. But I think he's pretty tough matchup for everyone. And even if he got taken down by Spivak to the ground, like he has a really unorthodox ways to get up on top, and as soon as he pops to the legs, he's trying to punish you and knocks you out. So we will see. Like it's just like in my opinion, this is like where is Derrick Lewis in his mind? Does he still want to fight, or he's just like going and picking up paychecks?
That's an interesting point, where he's at. And actually, considering that, I don't know if you've seen the pictures lately, he looks like he's in the greatest shape that he's ever been, at least in the UFC. Have you seen this?
Yeah, I
Um,
heard something that he looks thinner than ever.
yeah, so this is a huge change. I'm not sure exactly which fight is on the left here, but on the right, this is him currently. It is interesting though, like he's obviously in better shape than he was before. How do you think that affects his power, right? It's pretty easy to say that like his movement might be quicker, his cardio is better, but do you think he's gonna be losing power at all?
If he lose that's his biggest weapon. He will not
Mhm,
become. Even though I say he becoming like overall good mixed martial artist. But
mhm.
I don't think in this late years, like he's taking away his most precious weapon. Like
Yeah.
everything else was building around that, and now
Mhm.
if you lose that, and especially with that frame and like what we were talking, like what Sergey is using to take down, like his big frame would, because he's going usually like that double grip, and big
Yeah.
frame of Derrick Lewis would be like a problem to connect the hands and go for those like half judo, half sambo takedowns.
Right.
You know, so now with the smaller frame, it's gonna be easier to connect. So I think
Right.
that's maybe even disadvantage in this match. But like that's really interesting. Let's see. You know, maybe like I said, mindset is like on the highest, and if it connects with that power, you know. And I went with Derrick Lewis for this fight anyway. So let's see what's gonna be.
Yeah, as we see here, common kind of thread throughout these fights is I went with the favorite. I didn't even see the betting odds before this until I looked at some of your slides, and looks like the odds makers are on my side with this, picking Spivak. But honestly, like I do agree with a lot of what you're saying, and it could be a good idea to put some money on Lewis for that reason because he does have that knockout power. Are you surprised by these odds though?
A little bit, to be honest, but I guess like you never know with those odd maker. But like if you go to Sergey Spivak, he lost only one fight in last six, and he looks
Mhm.
pretty good. And the one that he lost was from Tom Aspinall on short notice.
Right.
So it makes sense, it's just like to be that heavy favorite against the guy who was going for a title two times, like the veteran, like the most KO in UFC, it doesn't make that much sense, but like even better for me, that's why I picked Derrick Lewis, and I'm expecting him to win. But let's see on Saturday how it's gonna go.